Hola beautiful people, welcome to Being Mommy Vlogs. How are you all? I hope you're all doing good. So, do you notice any difference? Yes, there is a difference. It's my logo. I have recently changed it and I hope you all like it and appreciate it. If you do, give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comment sections below. I'll definitely reply to you all. Without further ado, let me wish you all a very happy Pongal. Happy Pongal guys! Have a happy and abundant Pongal festival. So today I have come with the recipe related to the festival. Yes, it's sweet Pongal or Chakkara Pongal or Shakkarai Pongal. It's one of the most common and traditional sweet. So we make this delicacy for many festivals and auspicious days for an offering to God, as we say Naivedyam. So there are different variations being followed in making of this Chakkara Pongal based on family tradition, taste and different regions. But today I'll tell you the recipe which is most common in our home. So let's start. So here I am taking 1 cup of rice and 1 cup of moong dal. I have washed it well and soaked it for half an hour. If you want to know which cup I have used for measuring, so this is the cup I have used for measuring. I have taken equal amounts of rice and dal to measure this. It's been half an hour and I have again washed my rice and dal with clean water. And now I'll start preparing it in my brass utensil. Yes, I know most of you prefer pressure cooker, but trust me, you will like it at the end. Generally, I use brass vessels only for preparing my naivedyams, and apart from that, it's great for cooking food in these vessels as they retain as much of 90% of its nutritional content whatever we prepare in it. So here I am adding 6 to 7 cups of water, the same cup which we have taken for measuring rice and dal. Now we'll add rice and dal together. Just give it a nice mix and let it come to a boil. We just have to reduce the water level, and along with that we need to check our rice and dal whether it is cooked or not. Here you can see my water level is almost reduced and my rice and dal are also cooked really well, but still I notice some water, so I'll just reduce this water also. So far I have not added milk, but I'll be adding towards the end. I'll be just cooking the rice and dal in water itself. Some versions of sweet pongal are made with milk, so you can also definitely add milk in place of water. Stir it continuously till the rice and lentils have softened nicely and look mushy. Here I'll show you whether the rice is cooked or not. See, it's perfectly cooked. You can also slightly mash it as we want the consistency of the cooked rice and lentils to look like khichdi. Now it's cooked beautifully. Now I'll be adding 1 cup of milk, which I have told you I'll be adding towards the end. Yes, here I'm adding 1 cup of milk, the same cup which we have used for measuring the dal and rice. Now we'll give it a nice mix and let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. We'll allow it to boil for a while and then mix it up, and then we'll add sugar. Now start adding sugar. Here I am taking 1.5 cups of sugar. You can also add 2 cups of sugar if you like more sweet. We prefer to eat less, so I am adding 1.5 cup only. As soon as we add sugar, it will become thin again, but eventually it will become thick. Just stir it continuously. While this will take some time to reduce, let's start preparing the tempering for our chekkar pongal. We'll just start frying the dry fruits and coconut. Let's start. Here I have taken a small brass vessel. So I have added some ghee to it. Now I'll be adding some cashew nuts and raisins. You can add a bit less ghee if you prefer, but I like to add more ghee when it comes to chekkar pongal. It really gives a nice taste to my pongal. You can keep the cashews whole or half, or you can also chop them. Fry the cashews and the raisins until they become light golden. And also the raisins should swell and become plump like this. Now keep the dry fruits aside, and now to the same vessel we'll add some coconut and we'll fry them until they are golden brown. Now our dal and rice have cooked beautifully. Now we'll immediately add our dry fruits and coconut which we have fried. Here I am adding the same ghee which I have used for frying the dry fruits and coconut. You can always add more ghee as it will enhance the flavor of chekkar pongal. Now I am adding 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder. I forgot to tell you, I already added a pinch of salt. I always add a pinch of salt to my sweet recipes. So here I am adding the extra amount of ghee which I was talking about. Trust me guys, it will taste really yummy. Our sweet pongal, chekkar pongal, shakarai pongal is now ready to offer to the goddess, or you can also serve this hot or warm to your family members. So once again, I wish you all a very happy pongal. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.